Hello everyone, and welcome back to episode 2 of Tales of the Arise. So, let's get into it. Ooh, sparklies. Another antidote rock.
I hate camping out.
I'm assuming we're gonna have to get used to that, sorry.
We're so high up.
We should be able to eat this. Whenever you find some, make sure to grab it.
It's edible, huh? Good to know.
Definitely.
Found some carb? What is this? A sage. Cool. Can we fast climb up vines? Epic. I see a shiny. Some more apple jelly.
That is
doesn't
one
look
enormous
terrifying.
stray.
I don't think we can take it right now.
Giant zoogles roam around certain areas. They're very hard to fight, but you can get rare items and lots of SP if you manage to beat them. This is where all the basic controls and stuff were. Leo.
We've almost made it to Ulzebeck.
More antidote
That's
rocks.
not your run-of-the-mill enemy.
No, I would assume not. These more enemies for us to get some more experience.
Normally I don't pick on the weak.
You're mine! It's over! It's over! Mirage!
I'll run you through! Don't go just, we gotta roll with it.
I'm only getting
Take that! Rising light!
Pathetic!
What are you? Okay. A dog tail resembling that of a wise, noble Shiba Inu that, when combined with the set of ears, makes it tempting to run around barking everywhere. That's so weird.
That's an unusual bird.
It's an owl. They're often used as a symbol to represent ancient Dana.
Danan owls. Danan owls can be found roosting in hidden spots throughout the land. There may be something in it for adventurers who choose to track them down. Collectibles. Bundabog.
I'll take you all on!
Here I come! Rising light!
Ah,
You're
crap, I was
surrounded!
hoping
Just stay calm!
break them.
Mirage!
This is it! Dig deep!
Easier said than done. Turn the tables on
See
us.
ya!
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back. Lewis! You're mine! Rising Wyvern!
Whoa! Take a look at that!
Some more wheat. What's this? Orange gel. A valuable medicinal gel that supplements a person's vitality when eaten. Restores 30% CP. Leo. Oh, it shows us where we located everything too. Cool.
Get lost!
Take this! It's over!
Mega ray!
Here I come!
I'll run you through!
Here I go!
It's
over.
Take this! You're finished! Mirage!
Here I go! You're
It's
mine!
over.
It's coming! Talon Storm!
Talent.
I'm sure I can put this to use.
A stone that can relieve numbness when rubbed, making it a prize by those who have to maintain the same posture for extended periods during work. Coolio. Ulzebeck.
Okay, people, this is it. Ulzebeck.
No sign of any Renan guardsmen.
The Renans aren't as populous as the Danans. Probably figure stationing guards in a place like this would be a waste of precious manpower.
So this is where the next safe house is?
Yes. The last place they'd think to look for enemies is on their own doorstep.
That is, assuming anyone actually made it here before us.
Zephyr!
Looks like we needn't have worried. Come on.
Coolio, we made it to Ulzebeck. Fantastic. Oh, so you're a new recruit that Zephyr brought in, eh? Yeah, that's right. Wouldn't call myself a recruit, really. Interesting. I didn't expect it to be the one and only Iron Mask of all people. Wow. There's a lot I need to probably fill you in on. Is there anything you want to know? What is this place? This is Ulzebeck. It's a den and enclave like plenty of others in this realm. Unlike Moozkul, which is mainly a mining area, and this place mostly produces food and other daily essentials. The Bright Eyes rarely show their faces here, which is why we've made it our headquarters. Is there anything else you want to know? What is this what's the situation? Our friends have made it back from the old Xeon mine. Unfortunately, not everyone made it out of there alive. We have to make sure their sacrifices won't be in vain. Is there anything else you want to know? Am I really that famous? Why are you so surprised? Of course you're famous, tough guy. Hard for people not to notice you wearing that mask of yours. As if that's not enough. You're always going out of your way to help people and make life less miserable. No wonder people talk about you. With that kind of reputation, I say you definitely belong with the Crimson Crows. Is there anything else you want to know? No, I think I'm good. Alright, catch you around. Just look out for armored soldiers and Zoogles when you go out, okay? Will do. These chickens have just laid their eggs. And those damn Bright Eyes took every last egg. They couldn't spare a single one. I hope these armored soldiers don't stick around here either, and they leave just like they did in Moozkul. Sounds like there was an explosion along the tracks. Did the Crimson Crows cause that? Maybe. Bro, what happened to you? Your brother bit off more than can he chew. It's no use. I can't take on those Bright Eyes. Just gotta keep trying, brother. Come on, quit standing around talking. We've got water to carry. But you saw the Crimson Crow members. They were hurt. Those Bright Eyes must have got to them. I wonder if we're next. I don't know. Dad says the Bright Eyes can't afford to just kill the workers, but maybe they changed their mind. Not yet.
What's this doing here?
Apple jelly in the random water pond? Don't know. Someone drop it. I can make just about anything. Food, clothing, furniture. Not that there's anything left to make things with. I wonder how much longer this fight will go on. There are so many Crimson Crows have gotten injured and killed because of it. Who knows? I just hope things don't get any worse. Sends chills down my spine thinking about what might happen if they manage to make the Renans any angrier. So, I've been thinking of joining up with the Crimson Crows. You? With them? What can you do? Your body's so weak. I can still fight. I have to. It's for our kids. To give them a future. You've got to understand. I know, but... I'm short on both supplies and mana power over here. Guess I've got no choice but to ask the Crimson Crows for help again. Nothing else? The wastelands ahead are inhabited by nothing but Zeugles for miles. If you don't have business out there, I'd stay far away. These injuries should heal eventually. And when they do, I'm getting sent back to Moosgul. Doubt I'm gonna make it out of there alive this time. Nothing that way. Are you telling me I shouldn't get involved with the Crimson Crows, old man? You're damn right I am. Back when I was your age, we had people who were doing the same thing as them folks, and ain't nothing's changed. Nothing! If them Bright Eyes find out we've got a Crimson Crow hiding among us, you can be sure there'll be hell for everyone to pay in Ulzebeck. She's right. They'll kill us all, each and every one of us. You know how they operate. Exactly. I'd give it a second thought before you do something we'll all regret. As much as I hate to admit it, they're both right. I hate the Renans as much as everyone else, but trying to fight them is suicide. There's only one way it's going to end for them. Crimson Crows ain't going to be pretty. Crimson Crows ain't going to be pretty. Just give it up already. It's hopeless against the Renans. All of this dark talk just makes today's work that much harder to get through than it already is. Understandable. I'm out on patrol on Zephyr's orders. You can never be too careful when dealing with the Bright Eyes. If any of us sense even a whiff of trouble, all we have to do is give them a signal and everyone can hide immediately. Fair. Is there more way to go up? After working with these hands all my life, I can't hardly see nothing with these old eyes anymore. The road over there leads to the Iglia Wastes. You won't find any Renan since it's all just ruins and abandoned villages, but it's crawling with stray Zeugles, so be careful if you go there. I saw Kitty, got distracted. Anything else? Sounds like there's a bit of ruckus close by. Did something happen? I don't know what's going on around here. Long as it don't make my life any harder, though, I don't give a hoot. It's been a long and hard enough struggle making it to this age as it is. My creaky old bones can't take much more. Hup. Hup. And hup. Be careful if you choose to go out. There's a garrison of armored soldiers up ahead. Hold up. No, I guess their faces are different. I'm glad you're okay. Quick, get inside. These are rations we managed to swipe back from the Bright Eyes. You're welcome to have some. Just make sure they don't see you with them. Thanks. I'll be careful. My kids are starving over here, and they somehow expect us to keep them fed on next to nothing. By all means, your kids are more than welcome to have them. It makes the risk we take getting these rations that much more worthwhile.
Zephyr, you made it! See? I told you there's no way Zephyr would have kicked the bucket.
Fine, you were right. So, what's the plan?
Well, we've got an ace up our sleeve and the enemy's in disarray. I say we strike while the iron's hot.
So we're finally going head-to-head with Balseph.
That's right. We can't afford to mess this up. It's now or never.
Then now it is! We've all been waiting for this day for far too long!
Leave the plan to me. In the meantime... Yeah, you two need to do something about your outfits.
I look stylish, thank you.
I have just the thing for your size. Stay right there, okay?
I told you, it fits like a dream.
That looks pretty neat, actually.
I'm afraid we don't have any Renin clothing. I could find you some Danon outfits. But something tells me you'd rather pass.
Is this really that important?
In case you need reminding, I'm here because our interests overlapped. Nothing more. At no point did I say I've given up being a Renin.
Now, let's play nice. How about you ask Nath and see what he says? He's our one-stop shop for info around here. With any luck, he might just know something.
Ocean blue battle garb. Ocean blue clothing received from Tilsa that was made by stitching together pieces of cloth that the Crimson Crows collected. Zephyr left your party. More dialogue. Ooh, like water and oil.
Try to be careful not to stand out too much. You're the only Renin around here, you know.
I know. I was just thinking about how communal it feels here, even though it's only supposed to be slave quarters.
Huh? Oh, yeah. When you put it like that, I guess it is different from heavily patrolled Mosgul. Were you expecting something more depressing?
It's likely a sign that Balsef doesn't think you guys can do anything to him.
What?
I mean, if Balsef thought the Crimson Crows actually posed a threat to him, you'd figure he'd be trying harder to suppress them.
You... No. You're probably right about that. All of the other Danons that aren't with the Crimson Crows accept the Renin's rule as simply a fact of life. From the day we're born, no, probably even before that, it's been drilled into us that the only purpose our lives have is to help select the next sovereign.
If they don't like the status quo, then they should fight it. Otherwise, they're endorsing it either way.
I see it differently, but that's just me. Speaking of Renins, do all of them think about things the way you do?
I won't deny that among my fellow Renins, power and status are everything. However, that isn't what this is about for me. I have something I need to do. And I'll do whatever it takes, and use whoever and whatever I need in order to get the job done. To hell with power.
You really going to bet it all on Iron Mask and his Renin lady friend? I'm not sure I like our odds. Well, if Zephyr says they're good, it must be true. We'll just have to trust him. Nate's still talking to the others. You'll find him outside. You should go say hi to him. You're not only new here, you don't remember much at all, right? Well, if you got any questions, lay them out and I'll see what I can tell you. What are your group's goals? Ideally, we'd like to drive out the Renins, but as I'm sure you know, they've got us a little more than outgunned. They've got us more than a little outgunned. For now, we're mostly waiting for a chance to strike as we sabotage what we can, gather intel, and help out other slaves along the way. Although, apparently our big chance is right around the corner. It's Zephyr and the rest are to be believed. Anything else you want to know about, or want to ask about? How do the Renins fight? The Bright Eyes wear those huge armored suits and fight using Astra Arts and sicking their Zoogles on people. You're dead meat if you try to take them head on. So we have to fight using greater numbers and by taking advantage of the terrain. Most of us aren't like Zephyr. We can't take them all alone one-on-one like him, unfortunately. That's why we're so glad to have you two on board with us. We can use all the help we can get. What are you guys doing in Ulzebeck? Ulzebeck is one of the enclaves where Danon slaves live. It's mostly responsible for producing food. The Bright Eyes don't have any outposts here, and we hardly come through on patrol, which is what made us decide to set shop here. In exchange for agreeing to keep quiet about our whole presence, we give out supplies to the residents and help them with their needs. Also doesn't hurt that nobody's a fan of Bright Eyes either, though. What can you tell me about the Renins? The big planet in the sky is their homeworld, Rena, while the smaller object is Linagus, their stronghold and where the Bright Eyes come from. Oh, and about that name, we call them Bright Eyes because their eyes light up whenever they use their astral arts. Pretty simple, right? Likewise, they love to call us Embeddeds, since we're all embedded with the Spirit Core as soon as we're born. But when someone joins the Crimson Crows to dig theirs out, it's their only way of showing we're not slaves to anybody any longer. Big shot Renans in charge, the Lords, they wear different outfits from the rest. They're made of weird fabric and stick out like a sore thumb. What are Zeugles? Zeugles are the monsters you often see tagging along with Bright Eyes. I couldn't tell you how many different kinds there are, but I do know that they're all nasty, real dangerous. There are also feral ones you'll find wandering around outside. Most of those escaped from their keepers. We call those strays. Anything else you want to ask about? What are astral arts? It's what Bright Eyes refer to the powers that they use. They're basically a kind of magic. Danans can't use astral arts for themselves, which makes Renans as much of a pain to deal with as their Zeugle pets. I'm good, thanks. Alright, well if you think of something you need, just let me know. Will do. The other members and I are going to devise our plan of attack. I have to let them know that I intend to make you guys the centerpiece of our whole operation. I guess. Pretty pressure right in the beginning. I'm a slave and she's a Renan. That takes care of that. I guess that leaves this right here. I have to hurry up and treat it before it gets bad. Oh, that's so weird. Rabbit ears. Rabbit ears that project innocence. They look big enough to pick up even the quietest conversations.
I'm surprised there are owls here, too.
Yeah, there are more of them around than I thought.
This position's good because you can keep an eye on every entrance from here. In worst case scenario, we can flee along the mountains too. That's how Zephyr thought this whole operation out. He's the leader of our organization for a reason. A lot of trust is going into him. A lot of pressure too.
Nath, we need your help.
Ah, damn. Never the manpower when you... Huh? Help, huh? What kind? Is it urgent?
Well, no, not exactly.
Well, in that case, would you mind helping me out with something first? The work's really piled up around here.
What is it you'd like us to do?
Anything you can manage. No one cares about us slaves. That's why it's all the more important that we stick together and take care of each other. Check in with that guy over there for details on what needs doing. And thanks in advance.
I wonder if something happened.
Sorry, I'm busy right now. Why don't you walk over and see what he needs first?
Hey.
Nath sent us here. He heard you might be a little short-handed.
Yes!
You could say that. Didn't think he'd send over the Iron Mask himself, though. That Bright Eyes with you? Sure we can really trust her? She's on our side. Zephyr can vouch for her. If Zephyr's good with her, then I guess I don't have a problem. What the hell? The name's Dyron. I'm the one who runs this lodge. This lodge? But we already have our own beds. We don't sleep on straw and rock-hard dirt around here. The Crimson Crows have their fair share of folks who are either knocking on death's door or can't otherwise move around openly. That's what this place is here for, to give people a place to rest up properly before they head off to fight. Everybody needs rest. If you don't rest, you can't hope to fight the Bright Eyes at your best.
I guess.
Makes sense. What do you want us to do then? I need you to help haul in some cargo. I have some friends who are on their way to collect it from our hideout in the Xeon mine. The mines? Is that really such a good idea after the Renan snuffed the place out? These are valuable items people risk their lives to gather. We need to at least get some of them back. They should be down around the Sandinas Ravine at this point. Meet up with them and help bring supplies back to this lodge.
Got it.
You're welcome to use the facilities if you need to. As well, I'll let you sleep here for free. Epic free lodging. Subquest. Talking to someone with a letter icon will start a subquest. Clearing these subquests will earn you rewards, and you can accept as many of them as you like. You can also check each of their objectives from the activity records. Cool.
I had no idea the Crimson Crows were so active.
You sound pretty thrilled by that.
Thrilled? Maybe. But I'll settle for hopeful. We know now that not everyone is rolling over for the Renans.
Does all the items respawn? They do. So do the enemies. I guess time to start the grind.
I won't forgive you!
Dodge, dodge.
You're mine!
It's over!
Take it! You're finished! Mirage!
You're mine!
Here I come! Swallow blade!
That was a misclick.
Here I go! I'm only getting
I almost rolled into him.
I'm not done! Rising Wyvern! Cut!
There!
Mirage!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Jian should work on healing herself. Strategy. Fight with moderation. Use healing arts to support Arde when fighting and restoring HP with items when low on CP. Focus on healing. Using healing arts to keep distance when in danger. Restore HP/CP with items when low on CP. Use support artists to fight. Using healing artists when in danger. Restore HP and items when low on CP. Don't spend CP. Don't spend CP on anything in battle except when removing KO status. Restore HP and CP with items when low on CP. I don't know if I like that. Rather to only use it when she needs to resurrect me, but for now I'm going to focus on healing just for precautionary sake. Okie dokie. Artist screen. Artist settings screen. You can assign artists that you've learned to each of the different buttons. You can set 3 artists using while on the ground, plus an additional 3 artists to use them in the air for a total of 6 equipable artists. Press LT or RT to inspect the artists you have available. Characters that you can set on to auto can use all of their artists, but you can press X to uncheck artists you wish for them to avoid. You can also cast healing artists from the screen as well. Coolio. Of equipment, I think, yeah, I can change her weapon to the Protogen, the higher tier weapon, which I'm also going to set her outfit or weapon to the basic tier of the gun. Once I actually start crafting them and figuring out what they are, maybe I'll actually show them. But for now, we'll keep the aesthetic of the game.
Get lost!
Aggression.
Rising Wyvern! I'm not done!
One more! Magna Ray!
Take it!
Here, let me help! First aid!
Take it! Swallow blade! This could be useful.
The weed seemed to respawn, too.
Right, here goes!
You're flying!
Oh, what?
Come and face me! It's over!
Oh, what? I couldn't dodge that.
We're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Here I come! You're finished! Rising Wyvern! You're mine! Mirage!
Miraged his head.
I need to be stronger.
Level up. Epic. Well, we are getting stronger. I don't think we're going to be able to take that on, though. Nothing over here.
I'd steer clear of that Zoogle if I were you.
Blend them.
Damn. That weak, huh?
Ooh, an iron chunk that time. Did the carp respawn too? The sage didn't, but the carp did. Might dry out pretty quickly.
What? They're all dead? How did this happen?
Soldiers, that's how.
Are you Iron Mask?
Yeah, I am. Dairon sent me to help. Hang in there!
I'm so glad you made it. In the bushes over there. You'll...
Hang on! Xion, do something!
It's no use. He's already dead.
Damn them! They've killed so many of us, and it's still not enough! They won't be satisfied until they've wiped us all out like pests!
He mentioned something about those bushes. We should check them.
Is this... a cooking pot? But what is it doing here?
If I had to guess, he put it there to make sure a Renan wouldn't steal it.
So even though he knew he was dying, he chose to use the last of his strength to hide it, believing somebody would come for it. I guess you think it's stupid getting killed over a silly trinket, huh?
No. Clearly he risked his life for something he believed in. I would never mock someone for that. However, it will be up to us to figure out the purpose behind his dying act.
We'll make sure it wasn't in vain. If nothing else, this proves that the Renans can be outsmarted. We'll carry out your will, and see it through to the end.
Then we'd better get going. We don't know when those soldiers might be back to make another sweep of the area.
So this is what it means to fight the Renans.
Sounds like you're kind of scared to me.
Of course I am. But if I'm gonna die one way or another, I'd rather go down fighting.
Fair. Well, we're gonna take on that golem again. See, for more materials A and mainly experience B. Oh, I forgot about that chest I saw earlier.
No choice!
Here I go!
Take it! Try harder!
Nope.
There!
Rising Wyvern!
Come on, break it. There we go.
It's weakened!
This
Here I
ends
go.
now!
It's over!
Take this!
Looks like it could be worth something.
Life Bottle 3. Miraculous medicine that heals KO for one ally during battle. As well as restores 800 HP. Cool, but I don't think we even have 800 HP. Nope. More materials.
Whew, what a rush!
Stuck the landing.
I hate camping out.
Yeah, you said this. 102 CP out of 164. Okay. That doesn't seem good. Damn, so nobody made it, huh? I'm sorry. We arrived just a little sooner. We could have... Hey, these things happen. It hurts, but this is the world we live in. I'll take good care of what you brought back. It's the only way we can respect the sacrifice of those we've lost. Hey, when's Daddy coming home? Oh no, that's the guide's kid. Not yet, sweetie. Your dad's gone away for a while and... Don't lie to me. He's dead, isn't he? I know that whenever grown-ups look sad, they say someone's gone. They always mean they're dead. Daddy's always warned me that this might happen one day. He told me to stay strong and to be brave. So I... This isn't right. Poor kid shouldn't have been dragged into our own mess. Let's report back to Nathan, then get ready to fight. Skills. The Rebellious Spark. Counter-Age. A perfect evade or a perfect guard. Press RB to trigger an immediate counterattack. Cool. Titles. As you fulfill certain requirements for each of your characters, you earn titles for them, which unlock arties and skills that they can then learn, making fights easier. You can view title unlock requirements from the skill panel. Cool. You can spend summary skill points, SP, to learn arties and skills from unlocked titles, all of which grant powerful effects, making it worth your while to spend CP early and often. The skill panel can be accessed directly by pressing the right on the D-pad. If there's a skill you want to learn but just don't have the SP for it yet, highlight it in the skill panel and press X. Doing so will turn an alert that will notify you once you have enough SP to finally unlock it. Rebellious Spark. Every flame of revolution begins with a spark, carrying in hopes and dreams and oppressed as fire becomes a blaze. Completion bonus defense 10. I'm assuming after I max out all these, I get that. Mid-air evasion. Allows you to dodge once in mid-air. Sounds nice. Increased max AG. The more I spam, heck yeah. A max slave with neither memories nor name, yet somehow he knows the ways of the sword. No crap. Easier perfect evading / guarding. Makes it perfect evading and perfect guarding easier to execute. Sure. I'm always in the air. I can unlock anything. Yeah. Escape artist, ridden on the run from her own kind. She repels her pursuers with a rifle and Astral Arts in pursuit of her own ultimate goal. KO prevention allows you to endure an enemy attack with 1 HP remaining when taking on an attack that would otherwise normally KO you. That sounds useful. Increase near death attack and element. Increases attack and element attack strength when near death. Burning Strike, a beginner fire to the arty that draws 3 fireballs from the sky. Gemini Aqua evades to the right and fires 2 water shards that fly from side to side on impact. Cool. Get some new skills. Speak to Nath again.
I wonder if something happened.
Confirming objectives and more. Press LT in the view main story subquest objectives as well as parties level HP SPC. Okay, I got that. This place here is our hideout. Worst comes to worst, we've got plenty of escape routes ready in case we need to bolt from here too.
I'm skeptical.
You must have gone through the Sedinus Ravine to get here, right? Is that Zoogle still out there? Big guy, looks like an insect with wings, has sights for arms.
Right.
Yeah, we saw it. Looked big enough and pretty tough to boot. That's the one. It's hard to feel safe knowing it's still out there. I'd really like to see it get its comeuppance one of these days. Especially since the people that deliver the comeuppance are gonna enjoy a pretty mighty payday on account of all the materials they'll earn. Oh yeah? Yep, Zoogle materials are imbued with astral energy. So the stronger they are, the more energy their materials contain. We could use them to make new weapons and stand up to the Renan a little better, even with our Astral Art handicap. With the odds tray, I can usually gather a few people and get the materials myself. But something that big's bound to be beyond my capabilities. If only there's a good way to beat it. We'll take it on. We're not strong enough.
All right.
I don't see the harm in us checking it out. Do you hear what you're saying? We've got enough to worry about as it is without inviting more danger. Your Renin pal's right. I know you're strong, but I think even this Zoogle might be beyond you. It's not like I need you guys to take it down for us right away, but how should I put it? If anybody has a shot at it, I think it'll still be you guys eventually. Once you feel like you're up to the challenge, that is. When you are, would you be willing to give it a shot? You can bring other people along with you to help, of course.
Got it.
Sure, that sounds fair. We'll get it taken care of for you sooner or later.
You're back, huh? Sounds like it was a real ordeal out there. Much as I hate to admit it, there aren't many of us who can take on those Renin armored soldiers. All we can do is make sure we remember those who sacrificed their lives for the cause.
Yeah, they won't be forgotten.
Glad to hear it. Now, what was that favor you wanted to ask me?
Oh, right. Well, you see...
So then, you're wondering if I know of any places where you can find Renin equipment, huh? Anywhere with those damn bright eyes is gonna have tight security, of course. You can't just go carelessly poking around. Unless... Across the wilderness outside Ulzebeck, you'll find the Fagin ruins. There's some kind of old Renin castle out there. What with it being impenetrable, I forgot. But with a Renin tagging along, who knows? Maybe you can find some way in. You ask me, though, it's a lot of trouble for some Renin rags. If I were you, I'd get comfortable with Danon garbs.
Those look like the ruins. Let's move.
Are we really going in there?
Yes, now let's move.
If you're all done checking out the Fagin ruins, talk to Zephyr. Sounds like he and the other leaders figured out a plan of attack while you two were gone. We haven't left yet. I don't care how armed and dangerous the Renin are with all their weapons and arte. I'll beat them to a pulp with my bare hands if I have to. Grenari, you really need to work on your brains too for once, and not just your muscles. A lot of our people got hurt during the attack on that mine. I'm worried we're gonna run out of our medical reserves.
Hey, Shion, where does your gun come from?
What do you mean, where does it come from?
When you're fighting, it looks like it just appears out of nowhere.
Oh, that's transferal technology. When I don't need my weapon, I submerge it in empty space. And when I do, I summon it. Make sense?
Not really, but it sounds pretty amazing.
Huh?
Well, that way you don't have to carry around any heavy weapons or worry about enemies trying to steal them, right? It's a pretty cool invention.
You realize you're praising the technology of your enemies, right?
So, technology is technology. It's not good or bad in and of itself.
I guess that's true.
Before I head out, I'm going to rest up.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
This looks pretty neat. I don't have anything interesting to sell you all, but you're more than welcome to take a look and see what we've got. Life bottles, 8. Oh, we own 8. Scrap of meat, 10. Or do we own? Carp. That's what we own? What we can buy. No, this is what they own, right? Yeah, this is buy. So they own 8. Or 7. So I can buy 7 of those. Scraps of meat from various animal parts, though little unseemly. With preparation, it can be eaten just fine. And carp. A hardy fish that can survive even poor water. Best to cook it first before eating, as consuming it raw is dangerous. Czar? No. So iron chunks are commodities? It's useless. What? How can iron be useless? Probably use it to sharpen this blade a little bit at least. You're welcome to sleep here if you like. You'll have to fix your own food, but the beds are nice and soft. Don't work too hard out there. To the Fagin ruins. Hopefully I read everyone's dialogue here and I didn't miss anything. Once you get out in the waste up ahead, all you'll find are plenty of ruins and even more stray Zoogles looking for a bite to eat. Since there's no gate to block them, we have to keep people posted here to make sure that none of them get out and cause any trouble. Okie dokie, noted.
Am I really doing this for some lousy clo- There's Zoogles here too?
Hey!
You should always assume there's Zoogles anywhere you go. They're one of the reasons why I need you all. We're a team after all, and that means you need to pull your weight. So when I call for you, I expect you clear out any enemies around me. Why do I have to do all the... In exchange, when you call for me, I promise I'll shoot down any enemies around you too. Sound fair?
Right.
Yeah, alright. If you don't get in the habit of speaking up during fights, that'll impact morale and our ability to combo together. Make sure to do it often, got it?
Just a minute.
Looks like the enemy spotted us. Time to get to work. You don't have to tell me that. Boost attacks. You can summon allies in combat to use their unique boost attacks. Once the boost gauge, BG, is full, pressing the corresponding directional pad to execute. These moves can be followed up with more attacks afterward and can also restore AG when used. Building up the boost gauge. Although the boost gauge builds up automatically over time, it can be filled up faster by landing attacks and counter edges on enemies as well. Iron Mass boost attack. Initiate a brute force swing that can down almost any enemy. Use it to get allies out of deep trouble and create openings for additional attacks. Tutorial start.
With that blade and your strength, the average Zoogle shouldn't be a problem, right?
I'll give it a shot.
Mirage! Take this! It's on!
Power of water!
Can I
You
get
picked
both?
the wrong fight!
Nope.
Take it! They've got me surrounded.
Shion's boost attack fires numerous beams of light from the muzzle of the Shion's rifle. Effective on aerial enemies, it temporarily restricts their flight abilities and downs them.
Flyers!
This one's mine. I'll shoot them down. I'm ready. Hear me, flame of fury! Primed and ready. I never miss.
So angling
Here
should
I
deal
go.
with that too.
I'm only getting started. Let the marksman handle this.
Why is that not working? Down two enemies with Shion's.
By the power of
That's
this
why
one's
angle it
mine.
for both of them. Okay.
I
Oh,
never
come
miss.
on. Oh, I still got both of them. Cool.
Take it.
Boost attacks. Teaming up with other party members for boost attacks allows you to keep attacking enemies longer. Different members work against different enemy types, so don't be afraid to mix and match to maintain the upper hand in battle.
It's on! I'm not done! Rising Wyvern! No escape!
Take it.
Next!
These little ones are
Oh, I
hardly
got
worth our
hit.
time.
No, I didn't. Oh, cool. I think
Cut
that
them
boost
apart
attack
here.
just saved my butt.
You're mine!
Sight.
You're mine! It's on!
Hear me, flame of fury! Burning strike!
You're mine! It's over!
Looks like you've got the hang of it, but don't let it go to your head. Those were easy ones. I know.
Looks like it could be worth something. Ugh, you can hardly see anything from here.
Why don't we climb up higher and see if we can get a better view?
We will. Give me a sec.
No choice! Take this!
Mega Ray!
It's over!
Where are you going?
Eat dirt!
This is it!
I accidentally
Take
clicked
this!
them both, but oh well.
Rising Wyvern!
Let's keep our eyes on the
They
prize.
certainly got wrecked. was hoping I got 100 to potentially unlock a new skill. Sonic Thrust. I don't think I don't need to notify yet. Some more wheat. Random chest in the middle of nowhere. 500 gold. Cool.
So these are the Fagin ruins? How'd you figure a place like this turns derelict?
Your guess is as good as mine. I didn't even know this place existed until we heard about it. All that matters to me is whether I can find anything to wear in there.
Why does she care so much about her appearance?
Don't know, bud. It's a mystery for many. Ramo?
Out of our way!
You're mine!
Dodge, dodge, dodge!
You all are! Take this! It's over! You're mine!
That fucking is driving me mad.
You're mine! You're finished!
We got flyers.
I've got this!
All yours.
Doing pretty decent.
Barely a blip on our radar.
Not a single hit yet. Another parallax stone.
Out of our way!
Take this!
By the
You're
power
finished!
of water!
Flash! Swallow blade!
Okay, I'm hitting that way too many times. I didn't mean to.
Mega ray!
Oh, I was hoping the perfect
You're
dodge.
mine!
That was a
You're
fail.
finished!
I got hit for no reason.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Apple jelly. Grab this wheat.
I won't forgive you!
Come one, come all.
Here I come!
Dodge.
Go! You're mine!
Insects should stay on the
Gotta know
ground.
The
where
tables
my...
on him.
There are still more
Ooh,
left.
good thing I dodged.
No time to hold back.
I'm not done! Rising Wyvern!
Mega ray!
Swallow blade!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Potatoes. Sweetie. Level 9
No
go.
choice.
Sighted!
Here I come!
Dodge. Fudge.
Jet primed and ready! Here's a healing arm!
Take this! Strike!
Oh, that was
While
good.
it's reeling!
Take it
I'm
down!
not done! This one's all mine! Mirage!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
I gotta know where my opportunities are to run.
Take
So,
it!
angle up there.
I never miss! Who wants to die
Got
next?
some.
Strike!
Go! It's
You're
over!
finished! Here I come!
By the
You're
power
finished!
of water!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the
Go!
prize.
I'm quite aware!
Well then, let's keep moving.
More apple jelly. More apple jelly. And doggos.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Swallow blade!
It's
Damn
over!
it! Eat dirt!
Mega ray!
That gun of yours is real handy at a pinch.
It takes a true marksman to use.
Well,
I can't think of anyone better than you.
I still got a ways to go.
Level up. Epic. More wheat. More potatoes. And more bugs.
Gotta break through! You're mine!
Primed and ready!
You're finished!
This one's mine! Who wants to die next?
Here I come! Ah!
Burning strike!
Got 3 of them.
Here I come!
That's pretty epic.
It's over!
We're in good form.
So far. Lavender. believe this is a goal. One that's already taken down, apparently. Potato.
No choice.
You got me in this fight.
Burning strike!
Rising wyvern!
I can't lay a finger on you.
I prefer it that way.
Just watch and see. Looks like we won.
We've got some mean Zoogles locked up further in. We're keeping a close eye on them to make sure that not a single one breaks loose. Okie dokie. Does that mean I can't get in there?
I won't forgive you!
Here I come! You're finished!
You're mine!
Rising wyvern! Strike!
Other one.
This one's mine!
You're finished!
This is it! Mega Ray!
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
Orange gel. Coolio. Oh no. So weird. Spotted ears. Wild-looking furry cat ears made for those who want to proclaim their preference for cats when it comes to pets.
I'm surprised there are owls here, too.
Yeah, there are more of them around than I thought.
Wait, didn't they say that last time? Find out, is fall damage a thing?
Guess I misread the landing.
Not yet.
I won't forgive you!
You're mine!
I'm only getting started! Here I go!
Here I
You're
come!
mine.
It's over! It's time!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
We're in good form.
Wrong button. I do. Epic. Sonic Thrust. Severing wind summons a vicious gale, strikes enemies upwards. Stardust, hidden arte that unleashes a barrage of thrusts before concluding a dramatic slash. We're gonna try Sonic Thrust first. I have to complete this in trend text, so I guess I'll get this next. Mark it. Might as well. Did it auto-equip the arte? No. Said Sonic Thrust. A. What it does. Let's go, bud.
Get lost!
By the power of water!
You're mine! Pierce through! Rising wyvern!
It's weakened!
This ends now!
That was pretty cool.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
See if I've explored everywhere else. Let's continuing forward.
I wonder if those are the Fagin ruins below us. Shouldn't be too much farther now, if that's the...
I guess it's been a while since I had a bite to eat. Don't worry about me. I'm used to working while I'm hungry. It's no big deal.
It is a big deal. You should eat whenever you can. The last thing I need is you keeling over in the middle of a fight just because you didn't eat.
Never thought I'd get lectured on eating by a Renin, of all people.
Yeah, well, some of us Renins know what it's like to go without food, believe it or not.
What do you mean? I thought
This isn't about me. Now, are you going to eat or not?
I would, if we had anything to eat. But we don't.
Actually, I have a little bit of food on me.
You've been carrying that stuff around this whole time? I'm not sure it's gonna be enough for the both of us, though.
That's why we're going to cook it instead.
Cook? I've never done anything like that before.
Me neither, to be honest. But we've got to make something out of all this, so might as well try.
Epic. Cooking montage.
What are you staring at me for?
Your clothes are all about function over form. You should think about sprucing them up a little.
Why? What purpose would it serve?
I guess you're right. I just think you'd look good with a little blue thrown in somewhere.
All right, I'll think about it.
But he does. Porridge, or cooking. At camps and inns, you can cook meals conferring temporary effects when eaten. New dishes can be made by finding recipes, while ingredients can be found at collection points and general stores. Eating a new meal overrides any previous effects. Favorite meals. Depending on who in the party cooks a meal, the extent of their effects and the duration will vary. As much, it's wise to rotate who's on cooking duty based on the current goals and the party's overall status. Porridge. Requires 1 wheat. A gentle dish made by simply boiling wheat in water, though sure to keep one full, there's hardly any flavor to speak of. Her favorite meal effect is consume double ingredients for 90% to cooking. Plus 90% to cook. What does that mean? Success rate? Defense up T. Increases the party defenses up by 5%. So, dokie.
This should definitely keep you guys full.
You guys, it's just us. Defense up T, cooking 38 minutes. Coolio.
You really do eat through that mask of yours, huh? I'm impressed you can manage so well.
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. You get used to it after a while. Still, I'm glad we decided to stop and fill our stomachs. I've got a newfound respect for cooking now. But I guess that's easy when you're used to eating everything raw. It would have been perfect if it had any flavor.
Sorry it didn't live up to your palate.
Oh, no, that wasn't a knock on you. I was just... Sorry. That's not how I should thank you for cooking for me.
You've got me curious now. Is it just pain you can't sense, or are your taste buds shot too?
Oh, sure, my taste buds work fine. Although, apparently what I like tends to be a little out there.
How so? What's so unusual about what you eat?
Well, one time I couldn't get enough of these things I picked off a plant, but everyone else said they were way too spicy. Doc thinks maybe I crave spicy food to compensate for the lack of pain I feel.
Maybe it's best I take charge of the cooking. You know, just to be on the safe side. I can't guarantee it'll be to your tastes, though.
I said I'm sorry. Look, I'll learn to tone down my tastes in the future, so let's just put that slip of the tongue behind us already.
New emblem. Speedy Chef. She learned Counter Edge too. Who has time to cook or skill to cook a fine meal when there are lords to overthrow? Not Xion, who's only after a full stomach. Hold up. Toxicity. Fires opponent's water bubble that can inflict a poisonous status on enemy. Increased ailment rate. Makes it easier to inflict physical ailments on an enemy. Increased ailment bonus damage. Increases the amount of damage dealt to enemies with physical ailments. And that's the same as the last one. But this is all revolving around cooking? I don't trust this. But I'm taking that toxic skill anyway. But still, I don't trust this. She's a speedy cook, but...
Well, off we go.
Her ailments are about poisoning. Fantastic.
This must be it. Looks pretty ancient, but I recognize Renan architecture when I see it.
It's seen some beatings. If it stayed sealed all this time, it's not because people left it alone.
It's not just their technology. The Renans build their structures out of special materials, too. Strong enough to withstand assaults from Danon tools and weaponry, anyway.
So how the hell are we...
Right eyes.
Easy.
Phew. That may not have been a fancy feast we just had, but I don't remember the last time I felt this full.
Do the Renans often not give you all enough to eat?
It's never enough. The Renans decide exactly how much we'll have and when we'll have it, and that's that. We do our best to get around it. Everyone has to grow their own food and such behind the Renans' backs in order to get by. Thinking about it now, I wonder if they've always kept it meager so we would never have the energy to try to resist what they've done to us.
Yeah. An empty stomach takes its toll on the body and the spirit after a while.
How does a Renan like you know what it's like?
I may be Renan, but they don't like me either. I could be squeaky clean and they still wouldn't give me anything.
Did your stomach just...
I didn't hear anything.
But you just ate. How are you already...
I said I didn't hear anything.
I still have some I haven't eaten yet. Do you want it?
Sure.
Epic. I hope everyone enjoyed watching. I will be live streaming my gameplay on Twitch this Saturday, the 31st, New Year's Day, around 11 p.m. CST. I hope to see some of you there. Have a great day.